Good morning and good afternoon to all of you to this webinar towards PFAS-free kitchenware. The aim with this webinar is to increase knowledge of PFAS chemicals, their concern, development of ongoing PFAS legislation, and also to share experiences from companies that either has or are phasing out PFAS. Another aim with the webinar today is to initiate a dialogue within the supply chain and to motivate for a collaborative transition towards PFAS-free kitchenware. The organizer of this webinar is the project POPFREE Industry that is coordinated by ri.se. ri.se is an independent state-owned research institute in Sweden. And we work in most areas, I would say, and with about 2,800 employees, we have a great and broad competence within the same organization. ri.se hosts the Swedish Center for Chemical Substitution, and the role of ri.se is to contribute with research, development and innovation in collaboration with industry. And that is either done as confidential contract works with one industry partner, addressing some specific challenge or topic that company has, or to work together in more consortium projects where several partners, companies, stakeholders work together and take on a specific research question or challenge. One such project is the POPFREE project, promotion of PFAS-free alternatives. Here we are 36 partners that are working with development, testing, and risk assessment of alternatives to PFAS. And this has been ongoing since 2016. Another important part in this project is communication to increase awareness about PFAS from producer to consumer. And the third part in this project is about impact policy and legislation. In this project, we are focusing on 6 cases, and that is firefighting foam, grease-resistant paper, cosmetics, textile impregnation, film forming products, and ski wax. But we know that PFAS may be present in many other types of products. Now we also have another project where we also include additional product cases and processes where PFAS is used or may be used, as well as new perspective. And one such perspective is the waste perspective and circularity. This is now a 1-year planning project that has just started, and the aim is to submit an application for a competence center by the end of the year. The competence center will sort of contain what is needed in order to facilitate for industry to phase out PFAS. So during this year, partners are expected to both work internally and collaborate to advance in their own phase-out work, and also to contribute to the long-term plan for this Envision Competence Center. So this is this project that is now hosting this webinar today, where we also have quite a lot of companies and that are in the kitchenware industry. So that is one key product case, I would say, in this POPFREE Industry project. Today, the presentations will be recorded, so it's good to turn off the video and the sound. You're allowed to ask questions, and please do so by writing the question that you have in the chat. The host will see the chat and read the question, and will also ask questions to the presenter, either after the presentations or in the end. We will have a question session towards the end of today. And we recommend you to choose speaker mode on the view in Zoom for the best viewing experience in Zoom. We're very much looking forward to the program today. So I hope that you now all feel welcome to this webinar. And first we will learn about what PFAS actually is and why bother. And this we will hear from Ian Cousins, professor at Stockholm University. Then we will move into EU regulation on PFAS and the status of that work, with focus on food contact materials and packaging. And this we will hear from Martijn Beekman, who is the product manager for the REACH PFAS restriction dossier in the Netherlands. We will then move on to the industry perspective in phasing out PFAS. And then there we will start with Ulrik Schultz presenting Coop Denmark's work that they have done in phasing out PFAS. We will then have a short break, and then we will continue with the industry perspective. So after the break, Cervera will present their journey towards PFAS-free and their learnings and challenges that they have encountered on their way. Then we will hear from Mikael Valborg, who is the CEO at Epinium and OnePan, and he will talk about a small-scale producer's journey to PFAS-free kitchenware. Thinking about other solutions, Henrik Kjellgren will present baking paper as an alternative to non-stick layers in kitchenware. And we will have a final short presentation from GreenPan about their ceramic alternative. We will end today with some questions and discussions and a wrap up of the day with some final remarks.